I'm gonna remember that I was able to start this journey kind of scared of the ocean, and to walk away with my last surf day not feeling any of that fear. And so I now am really confident in like the safety maneuvers and how to do it correctly in ways not to hurt myself or those around me, and kind of work with the ocean instead of against it.
I used to surf with a guy and we both were terrible. And a few years ago, he showed me a video of him like catching an unbroken wave. And I was like, dude, holy shit, dude, how'd you do that? And he's like, oh, I went to Surf Simply in Costa Rica. So I looked it up and I was like, we gotta go.
The methodology you guys bring to bear, it's very deliberate. You know, everybody's somewhere on that learning path. And so it doesn't feel like anyone's like you're competing with anyone else. You're just like trying to improve on basic technique. And there's so much to learn, but it doesn't feel daunting. It feels like you're really focused on like one or two things at a time, making progress in those domains, and then kind of evolving onto the next step of the journey. Jose is a G, just an amazing human being. Nobody is vibing harder than Jose when we're out there on the water. He just like brings like charisma.
Now, once I'm at, how I'm going to hold that trick.
So in the beginning it was like pop-up and functional stance, and as the week went on, it was more like angled takeoffs and carving, and just got a ton of waves.
So my coach was Marlon. He's amazing. I've learned a lot.
Where we don't have opportunity or options. So if you think that you have to paddle in extra because the wave is still a B, maybe we have to do one double stroke. One is good, right? Three, maybe not. The point here is we never really get ahead of it. And a lot of longboarders use this trick to make sure that they end up having up to the cross step eventually.
I feel like we did a lot of things this week. So we started by perfecting the pop-up, then moved to angle pop-up, then more wave reading, then carving turn, then trimming turn, and at the end of the day, at the end of the week, I was having cutbacks on waves, and I was not able to do that on Sunday. I was just going straight. Having daily video feedback with examples from a base of videos really helped showing what the gap was where I wanted to go.
Highlights is, I put over here when Harry comes through, okay? How much he push with that left hand, and he start really open.
Honestly, you know, it was fun to surf with somebody else that was like approximately my ability. We're both like, you know, learning some of the same techniques at the same time with the same coach, reflecting on each other's experiences and like, you know, stoking each other on. But you really don't feel like you're surfing with everybody else. You know, you're really focused on your own technique most of the time. But it is nice at the end, like we were all together, we were all catching waves together, we were all like rooting for each other today, and it was a fun experience to be in a group setting.
What did you like about the rest of the experience as of surfing beside the surfing?
We were talking about this a couple days ago. It feels like this is probably what like kids get to experience at camp, where like every bit of their day, somebody is just like bringing you to the next phase, and it's so seamless that like it took me like 3 days to realize that I didn't know where all the staff was, because you guys are like so seamless and you communicate so well that it really did feel like I got to not have to, like truly not have to worry about anything.
Yes.
It's a product from Costa Rica, kind of guava, but it's sour. Thank you.
Yeah, I think, man, honestly, I loved the regimented schedule. Waking up, having a stretch session, having an incredible meal. Just the whole experience is different.
So I'm a shy person. I was a bit worried to get into a group where I wouldn't be the only non-native English speaker. Everyone was extremely welcoming. You arrive and literally every coach, everyone in the staff, everyone in the kitchen staff will know you by your name, know who you are, know your preference sheet. Feels going home in a way.
Main takeaway from this week? What you gonna remember a few years from now?
How relaxed my wife was.